Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. That hey was from the Budgetnista. I sounded like her, Tiffany the Budgetnista. If y'all don't follow her, y'all should check her out. But, hey, y'all. Happy Monday. How is it going out there in the world? I'm feeling good. It's a great day to be alive, as always. If you don't know me, my name is Antinette, and I am the founder of TG Development Company, a company that I created because I am passionate about developing the skills that you need so that you can live and create your best life. So to fulfill me, or to support me in fulfilling my mission, I like to do these lunch and learns where I come on and I have a conversation during the lunch hour to support you all in, reaching your goals and developing the skills that you need. Hopefully it's a skill that you need that will support you in just growing and elevating to the next level. So I definitely want to welcome you today to my lunch and learn. Whether you are catching me live or you are catching the replay, I truly, truly appreciate you. I always repost all my lives. I repost them on my YouTube channel, Antinette Develops. So if you miss it, you can always catch it there. And I also hear that Facebook keeps your lives. I know that on Instagram, I believe, they delete your live after 24 hours. But I hear that on Instagram, on Facebook, they actually keep your live up and running. So that's what's up. So you can always catch it here as well. So being that it's Monday, I always like to have a little opportunity for my people to engage with me. So y'all talk to me. Let me know how your weekend was. And even if you're catching this on the replay, that's okay. Leave it in the comment and let me know just how your weekend was. What did you do? What were you into? Did you do anything fun? Were you stuck in the house all weekend because maybe you were sick or you were working on your goals, or I don't know. Let me know. Tell me so I don't have to guess about what you were doing. I know for me, my weekend was pretty cool. On Friday, I went to my Uncle Lee's house. So rest in peace, rest in complete power to my Uncle Lee. He died about a week ago. He was 98 years old. Although I will miss him, I'm so happy to have known such a great man like him. So on Friday, I went to his house and we just spent time as a family and just spending time with his kids and just reflecting on him and the good times, and just he will truly, truly, truly be missed. So that's what I did on Friday. And then on Saturday, I had a kids' day. So me and my kids, I have a son and a daughter. We went to the library because one of the things that I am intentionally working on is creating quality time and spending quality time with my kids. And this week, I did that, and it felt really, really good to spend that time with my kids. So that's what I did over the weekend. We went to the library, we went to the movie. We had a movie night in the house, and we popcorn and ice cream. So they had a good time. So I'm just explaining about my weekend. So please, if you're watching, go ahead. You can let me know about your weekend. Let me know how your weekend was, what you were into. And then on Sunday, my son, he asked me to make lasagna. So I made him some lasagna, and the house loved it. They tore it up. So that was my weekend. I do have a few updates before I get into the lunch and learn. My first update is the fact that I have to come to y'all and I have to tell y'all that I know when I first put this idea out there that I was doing my lunch and learns, I was so excited, and I said that I would post my lunch and learns Monday through Friday, a daily conversation. And I have to say that that's not going to work. I have to be honest, that is not a sustainable goal. Like we talked about, when creating goals, we have to focus on if they are sustainable or not. And I have to be honest with myself that that's not a sustainable one. So I had to reassess that goal, and I can commit to 1 to 2 lunch and learns a week. I know that for sure you're going to at least see me once a week because I really do enjoy coming on and talking and sharing the information that I know. And then I do put a lot of research in it. So it's not like I'm just sharing what I think is like researched information, and I enjoy doing that. And so once a week you can definitely catch me doing a lunch and learn, but my goal is to do at least 2. That's my goal. So that's one announcement. And then also I'm changing the times of the lunch and learn. So right now I'm doing the lunch and learn, but the next one will probably be like a morning with Antinette or something like that moving forward, because this 12 o'clock time is not sustainable for me moving forward. So I have to just be honest with myself, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because I know I do have people watching. But even if you can't catch me at the new time, which will be in the morning, like I say, I always post my lunch and learns on my YouTube channel, and then you can always catch it here on Facebook. All right, so about today's message, let's get into today's message. So today I am sharing with you the number 1 weapon that you need to use so that you can get that success that you want. You need to begin using this weapon today so that you can get that life that you deserve, okay? Now, before I get into the weapon and I share this weapon with y'all, I have to share with y'all some analogies that were downloaded to me through God. I meditated on these analogies because I really wanted y'all to really understand how to use this weapon, and I really wanted you to like really know what I was talking about. So I'm gonna get right into the analogies because some of you have heard before, maybe, but some of them I really was like, God, help me out so I can really share what I'm trying to say to my people, right? So the first analogy that I thought about when I was thinking about this weapon and revealing this weapon to y'all, the first analogy that was downloaded to me was the analogy of the caterpillar to the butterfly. All right, now it's going to make sense, so you just got to stick with me from what I'm talking about and stick with me till the end, okay? So think about it though, the caterpillar to the butterfly. So first you have the caterpillar, and then this caterpillar is like, it's on the ground, it's crawly, it's creepy, it has no wings, right? But then at some point this caterpillar decides to stop eating, find a twig or a leaf or something, hang upside down, right? This caterpillar hangs upside down and spins itself into a shiny chrysalis. Now, if you don't know what a chrysalis is a protective casing that this caterpillar spins itself into, right? So while this caterpillar is in this protective casing, this caterpillar is going through a major transformation, and this transformation then turns this caterpillar into a butterfly, a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. But this caterpillar had to go through a transformation, right? Now listen, second analogy that was downloaded to me. Now, I was talking about transformations, right? So think about a Thanksgiving meal. Now this probably was downloaded to me because we just came from Thanksgiving, but I need you to stick with me. So with a Thanksgiving meal, now if you're a cook, now I'm a cook, so I know what it's like to plan and cook a full Thanksgiving meal. So when you are about to prepare for this Thanksgiving feast, right, you have to get your directions together. You got to plan this meal. You got to get your ingredients. Then you got to purchase your ingredients, right? And then you have to combine your ingredients, and then you have to cook it. And then the people come over, and then you serve it to the people, right? But can you imagine just having people come over to get the box of noodles that's in the box, or the cheese that's not even cut up? Like, can you imagine having people come over to eat your Thanksgiving meal without putting those ingredients through the transformation that's required so you can have a successful dinner? Can you imagine that? No, because in order for you to have success, you have to really be able to go through a transformation, right? But then last but not least, because I needed another one, think about film. So back in the day, right, I used to go, me and my pop-up and my cousins and stuff, we used to go on road trips. So he used to take us to the store, and we used to have to get these disposable cameras, and we used to take pictures, right? We used to take pictures with these disposable cameras. And then he would take us, we would go to like the Happy Harry's or Rite Aid or something like that, and we would take these disposable cameras and we would give them to the guy at the photo booth. He would take the camera, and then we knew the next day we would come back and we would have our pictures, but I didn't know what they would actually do with our film until I got older and I started watching movies. And I seen that in the back, they would take your film, after you take the picture, they would take your film to this back room, and they would then, your film would literally go through a transformation, and that's how you would then get your picture, right? And that's how your picture would get developed. So the point of me saying all that is to say that the goal is to literally to go through a transformation in your life so that you can become that butterfly, so you can become that Thanksgiving meal, or so you can become that developed picture, or to become that idea of what you want for yourself. But the only way that you can do that is if you go through a transformation, right? So that's the foundation of the weapon. So the weapon, the number one weapon that you have to use, that you have to adopt today so that you can be successful, is you have to adopt a developer mentality. You have to adopt a developer mindset. Now, I'm Antinette Develops. So I know all about what it means to be developed, right? Because at the end of the day, I am constantly developing myself, trying to be the best that I can be. And I'm constantly developing my clients and supporting them in designing their ideal life so that they can be the best that they can be. But in order for me to do this, in order for me to help others, in order for me to help myself, I have to know, and those that I'm working with have to know that you are a developer, and you have to know that. You have to really understand that you were put on this earth to develop. So this is my definition of what a developer is, and I wrote it down. So here we go. A developer to me is someone who takes control of their life and commits to doing what is necessary to transform their lives, not just for themselves, but for their families. Because I work with a lot of parents, and I work with a lot of people who sometimes feel lost, they sometimes need guidance, and they feel as though they want to support, not only be guided for themselves, but that leave that long lasting legacy for their children as well. So the secret weapon that you have to use, and you have to use beginning today, is the fact that you are a developer, and you have to know that. So I just shared with y'all what my definition was, but so then I went to the internet and I looked up the definition for a developer on the internet. So it says a person or thing that develops something. That was the first definition that I seen. And then the second definition that I seen was a person who grows or matures at a specified time or rate. So when I read that first definition, it said a person or thing that develops something. So instantly I said, well, what does develops mean? Not developer, but what does develops mean? So the definitions I got from that were to develop means to grow or to cause something to grow and to become more mature and to become advanced. So your job as a developer is to grow and to become more advanced and to become more mature in this thing called life. And also your job as a developer is to also grow economically and to also grow socially. So you being a developer, that's a lot of responsibility, but that's what you are, and that's what you have to understand in your mind for you to be successful at life. If you don't get that you are a developer and you were put here to develop everything that you have in front of you, then you are not going to be successful. You're not going to ever elevate to the next level, and that's what it is. Like, you're not supposed to die the same way you came in. If you came in poverty, you're not supposed to die in poverty. Like, that's not what it's supposed to be. Not at all. So then I looked up some synonyms for developer, right? Because I'm a type of person that like to just know what words means. And then also synonyms for words. So what other words can we use in other places of words and stuff like that? I'm just really interested in stuff like that. So some synonyms for developer. As a developer, you can also be called a builder. You have the responsibility of building your life, building your goals. You are a creator. You can create your life. You can create your goals. You can create your reality. As a developer, you are a designer. When I say I support people in designing their ideal life, that's what I mean. You are literally a designer. You can be whatever you design. As a developer, that's what you are. That's your secret weapon. You have to understand and know that that's what you can do. Like literally, that's what you can do. You have the power to do that. You are a innovator. You are an inventor. You are an originator. As a developer, you are a planner. You have to plan what you want in life. You don't just take what is given to you. You develop what is given to you, and you develop it to be the best that it can be. Okay? So that's a developer. So as I said, the secret weapon that you need to use today is the fact that you are a developer, and you need to use your developer mindset. That's the secret weapon. You have to use your developer mindset. So some of you might be in the caterpillar phase, right? When we talk about those analogies, some of you might be in that caterpillar phase. You might be in the infantile state in your finances. Some of you might even be going through poverty right now. Some of you might have hard times managing your finances, or issues in your career, in your relationships, issues with parenting, issues with the way that you communicate or handle your conflicts, right? Some of us are in that caterpillar phase. Now, some of you might be like that Thanksgiving meal that I described, right? And you might have all the ingredients, but now you might need help with putting it all together. So I just want to leave y'all with some tips, tools, and strategies that you can implement and support you in better utilizing this secret weapon that I have revealed to you today, which is the developer mindset. Like, that's the secret weapon, is the developer mindset. So while you're on this journey, and now that you know that you have a developer mindset, you have to realize that, first of all, as a developer, you have to be able to take the time to seek the help that you need as a developer, because you don't know it all. You don't know it all. You were born into this world with some deficits, right? And because of that, you have to now seek help for your success. You as a developer, you have to be able to sit and be still and to really figure out what it is that you want in this world. Like, you really have to sit still, like that caterpillar who went through the chrysalis phase, who spun itself into a chrysalis to go through a major transformation, who had to sit still for like 6 weeks to go through this transformation. Sometimes you just got to sit still and be quiet so that you can transform, so that you can develop into the person that you need to be, so that you can strengthen your developer mindset, so you can know what it is that you want, right? Sometimes as a developer, you got to be able to take the heat. You got to be able to take some pressure. You got to really be able to, like with the ingredients, I think about with that Thanksgiving meal, you couldn't get a fully successful Thanksgiving meal without adding some heat to that meal. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be able to take some pressure. A lot of times when the pressure could be criticism, the pressure could be somebody telling you right from wrong, the pressure could be you learning the new skills, but you have to be able to take the pressure. You got to be able to take the heat. All right. And last but not least, as a developer, you have to really be willing to just step out on faith and just hang out for a little while without knowing what the outcome is going to be. Just like that caterpillar in the chrysalis phase, right? You don't know what the outcome is going to be all the time. But you got to really be willing to step out on faith to really develop into the person who you know that you are meant to be. Because all of us have something inside of us that is calling us to be great, that is calling us to achieve more. But not everybody is acting on that. And you have to be willing to develop. You have to be willing to go through a transformation for your life so that you can live the best life that you deserve to live. You was not born just to wake up every day, go to work, take care of kids, and pay bills. It's more to life than that. And you really, really have to understand that. You really have to understand that you deserve to go to a job or to have a career that brings you joy and happiness and that pays you good. You deserve a lot. You deserve that. And it takes for you to have a developer mindset to be able to know that even what you see every day, even if I speak to people who come from low income and high crime. So even if you see drug use every day, or even abuse, or even poverty, you have to know that you can transform your way out of that situation. You really can, but it starts with that mindset. It starts with you knowing that you have the power to do that. All right? So I just want to close by encouraging you all to start using this secret weapon today. Start using your developer mindset today, because that's your secret weapon. And once you begin to use that, no one or nothing can stop you. No one or nothing can stop you once you begin to use your mind. Develop your mind. It's so important. It's so important for you to develop your mind. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. Start using this weapon today. Remember, the goal is to become the butterfly. The goal is to become the developed picture. The goal is to become whatever it is that you want to be. You are a developer. You are someone who takes control of your life. You are someone who is committed to doing what is necessary to transform your life. Not just for yourself, but for your kids, but for your family, because it's important. It's so important. And I definitely want to thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I really, really appreciate you. And I definitely want to let you all know that TGN Development Company, we are now accepting clients. So if you are someone who is ready to level up in the year 2020, and you are ready to design your ideal life, if you are ready to have the support in creating goals and working towards those goals that align with your vision, while identifying and healing the trauma that you have in your life so that you can be the best that you can be, please email me today. I look forward to working with you. I definitely want to be a part of your team. I definitely want to be a part of your village. And I definitely want to support you in being the best that you can be. Period. I'll talk to y'all soon.